morning, everybody, and welcome to the Right Away After Party. We're so glad you're here. My name's Kath.
And I'm Nick.
And if you're new to the after party, remember this is a very light-hearted discussion. It's a banter that Nick and I have about the different processes we follow as writers. And
Yes,
while we're laughing a bit and giggling a bit, we're pretty serious about what we do. So over to
very
you.
much, very much serious about what we do. So I would love to talk about, ideas and story and then creating that into an entire novel. And how do you do that? Well, for me, I absolutely love craft books. So craft books to me are the most essential tool in a writer's toolbox. Everything should be taken with a grain of salt because, it is your process and every process is so different, right? I mean, like, I remember when I first started getting started with writing, I would like hang on to every word an author would give me about their process, thinking that I could develop that into my process. And really, I really don't really have any process of like anyone else's. I mean, I'm a very cerebral writer. And I'm not sure if like I don't know if I can explain it correctly, but like I will literally like let an idea percolate into a story, and then I'll create the background all in my head, and then when I go to the computer, I literally am just typing away, and it just kind of like it kind of lives and breathes inside of me, the story, and that's how I develop a story. Like I said, I start with setting, and then for me, from setting, it goes right to character, and then then that it kind of builds organically from there. So that's kind of like how I process, and I want to know how you process, Kath. I don't know if I know this story.
I think everything I've done, every project I've done thus far
Yeah.
has had its own life and its own form. I'll talk about the one that I just signed a contract for, which I'm so excited about. Thank
So
you.
excited for you.
And I was at a writing retreat in Istanbul,
Oh,
and
Insta.
all
Wow.
the girls who were there on the retreat with me wanted to go shopping. And I'm not a shopper.
Oh, me either.
So off they went, and I stayed in this setting. We were at a boutique hotel, little so charming, so very, very eclectic. And I sat up on the top of the roof. They had an open space there, and I was painting. And suddenly, without even me thinking about it, this young boy comes galloping in on a horse, a white, beautiful white Arabian horse, and it's my character. And he starts to tell me his story. And it's just insane how the whole thing begins to acquire life.
Mm.
So I had to rush and grab my book and start to make notes. Probably if I go back, I have a shelf probably about that wide full of all my writing journals. And if I go back, I'll probably find the notes that I wrote. It's moved a lot since then,
Yes.
changed a lot because who we were at the beginning of the process and who we are at the end of the process completely different.
Yes. And the characters are completely different, I think, by the end too.
Yes, of course, because they grow, they evolve, don't they?
Yes. Yes.
We see them with one mask at the beginning,
Yes.
but then we realize, for example, my character, he's very vulnerable and he's sweet and he's soft and he doesn't want to take on this huge kingdom.
So you had
So
you had
he
to coax him into becoming a man in a
Yeah,
way.
and he didn't want to become a man. He wanted, it's the old Peter Pan syndrome. And
Mm.
so what did he do? He ran away. He ran away from everything. And so I don't know. I just wanted to, I think I wanted to show a different type of boy.
Hero. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
You can be a hero and still be vulnerable and, not want to be a hero.
Hmm. So yes, every book is different for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think there are certain things that we do as writers that are process. And
Hmm.
then I think there are things that, the book itself, call for. And they challenge us as writers. And maybe that's the next episode is how
Definitely
how you
the next
challenge yourself as a
episode.
writer.
Bye.
Bye.